Hey worship leaders, so last week I posted a video called Digital Planning for Worship Leaders, and in that video I explained how I got into the world of digital planning. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it down below, definitely go check it out. In that video I walked you through how to use my digital worship planner, and that video ended up being a little over 18 minutes long, and I know many of you probably saw the video and you were like, hey, I'm gonna watch that later, and then you never did because, well, life happens. Well, the purpose of today's video is to keep it short, simple, and to the point. Now, if you go to the website and click on planners, you can see I have 3 things in there. 2 of them are my digital worship planner, and note they are the same exact thing. The only difference is one is portrait and one is landscape. So it's just your preference, you get to choose. Do you like to hold your iPad like this and write, or do you like to hold it like this? You get to choose, you have options. Now, many of you have already hopped on board with these digital planners, and I'm really excited to see how you're going to get organized and be creative in 2021. And I would love to see how you're using it throughout the year, and the best way to do that is to tag me on Instagram at @HeyWorshipLeader. But another thing I'm really excited about is this 5-subject worship leader notebook. This works the same way as the planner, but it's a lot less involved, and it's fully customizable to suit your needs. Now, what you will need to get started first is a tablet of some sort. I have the iPad 7th generation 10.2 inch. I bet these look really good on the iPad Pros, but I ain't got that. You also need a note-taking app like GoodNotes 5, and that's actually the app that I designed my planners to go with. But you can also use different apps. I think there's another one called Notability or Smith or something, I'm not sure. No matter what app you're using though, just make sure that the app is fully updated so you don't run into any issues. And for Android users, I don't have any experience, but I know that the planners will work with the app called Zodo. The next thing you're gonna need is a pencil-like stylus. You can get the Apple Pencil, which is pretty expensive, but they're pretty nice. But I have this inexpensive alternative. I'll link it down in the description as well. I paid $33, but I just looked online and it's actually like $27 right now, maybe because of the holiday sales, I'm not sure. And the last thing, and this is definitely not a need, but something I got was a screen protector that feels like paper. Can you hear that? So if you're about how it feels, you're not just writing on glass, it actually feels like you're writing on paper. Now let's quickly hop into the notebook and let me show you how it works. All right, once you get it downloaded, it takes you to this front cover. It says 5-subject worship leader notebook, heyworshipleader.com. If you click on it, you can actually go to heyworshipleader.com. We won't do that right now. Click this home button tab to get started. It takes you to the index page. The home page, index page, same thing. Now the reason I put this page in here is so you can quickly navigate to wherever you want to go. Now you can see I've used this already. I've already written in some information here. What's cool about these 5 boxes on the top is they are linked to the tabs that they refer to. So if I click on this first one, it takes you to the first tab. On the side, you can see you're on the first tab. Now all these tabs are the same. They're all blank unless you write something on it. And in each tab, you have the choice to use dotted, grid, lined, or blank sheet of paper. I think I used lined. I have some notes there. Let's go back home. Let's click on number 2. You can see they're all the same. You can just go to the side here, click on number 3. You don't have to go home every time. But the reason I put the home in there is because since this notebook is customizable, I couldn't pre-program what the side tabs would say because I don't know how you're going to use it. So for example, if I write Jimmy, let's say our subject for number 3 is Jimmy, I can write it here, I can write it here as well. But when I go to another tab, that's actually going to disappear because the way it's made, it's not on every single page. It's hard to explain unless you know how it's put together. So that's why I put this home button in here so you can quickly navigate to wherever you need to go. Now I mentioned there's these 4 different types of paper. Let's click on dotted real quick and you can see the dotted comes up. Now what I will say, you don't have to click the side tab to get to the others. Like if you click this side tab, you're like, oh no, I want grid instead. You could do it that way, or you can just scroll through with your pencil sideways to get to the next sheet of paper. It also works like that. Now, one more quick thing I want to show you is that say you liked dotted paper and you wanted actually multiple of those for one subject, you can always either delete or duplicate the pages that you want. Let me show you how to do it. If you click this icon at the top, these 4 squares, it shows you every page in the planner or the notebook. This page 15 right here is our dotted paper. So if I want more of that, I can click this arrow down here on the other side of 15 and I can either delete it, move it to trash, or I can duplicate it. Now if I duplicate it, now I have 2 pages of dotted paper and it doesn't mess up the numbering or the links within the notebook. So it's just one more layer of customization that you have in control of what you want to do. Now let me show you how to use stickers. Now if you go to home or the index page, you see the button down here that says stickers, and it takes you to a page of some custom made stickers that I made specifically for this notebook. To use these, you simply click up here with the pencil icon. You can use the lasso tool to circle any of them like this, and then you can move them around individually, or you can hold copy, and put it wherever you want. So let's go back to Jimmy. I'm gonna go to the first dotted page and I'm gonna hold and paste it. From here you can resize, you can tilt, zoom in, you can do all the things. I'm just gonna put it at the top here as a reminder. And now I'm done. Now I can use my pencil tool and then I can write anything I want to on it. So I'm gonna zoom in and say, Jimmy reminders. And then you can be like, oh, you know what, that handwriting is pretty sloppy, I don't like it. You can use the eraser tool and erase it and it will not erase the sticker, which is really cool. Also, I like my preference. I like to hold down on the pen and use the fountain or brush pen. I really like the fountain pen. It makes me feel a little more elegant. So you could put Jimmy reminders. Now, I don't think I shared this in the other video, but this is pretty cool. You can make shapes the exact right shape. So let me show you. If I were going to draw a square, I would draw like that. Looks decent, right? I guess. But if you draw that same square and hold the corner, it snaps into a square. Now that's kind of more of a rectangle. Let's do a square. There you go. There's a square. Now, if I were to do a circle, it works the same way. You hold it, and then if you drag it, you can also resize it. How cool is that? You can use your lasso tool, move it around. That's a pretty cool little tip. You can also do it with lines, like you draw a line and hold it and it snaps straight, and then if you don't let go, you can actually move that line around. Say I want it to go right to the edge of the circle. Look at that. How cool is that? You can also move it like this. You can also do it with curvy lines and it'll snap and make it look curvy like that, and then you can actually move it around and adjust it. Hours of fun. All right, guys, I'm gonna cut it off there because I wanted to keep this video nice and short and to the point. I hope I'm not the only one that gets really excited about stuff like this. I love things that help me do what I need to do, but do it more efficiently, to help me stay organized and be creative and all the things. And I really think that this notebook and the planner both help me do that. And I hope they will for you as well. Let me know if you like this video by hitting the thumbs up, and make sure that you're subscribed to the channel. I have some really cool, exciting things coming up in the near future, so make sure you also hit the bell so that you're notified when that new stuff comes out. I hope you have a good day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.